All right, welcome in 6:45, February 19th. A quick update on the COVID. As you can see here, the pie chart is starting to kind of creep down a little bit. We had a couple of really good days here. We did have a report from WCAX yesterday that UVM is seeing a little surge in cases as they're back for their spring semester. So something to kind of keep an eye on there. But again, just remember best practices and health and safety is here to help you any COVID related issues, concern. Don't panic and just pick up the phone and give us a call and we'll help you navigate through these trying times.
I think Matt froze.
Hands right now.
Oh.
Alberta for
Matt, are you there?
I'd say go ahead, Alberta, if your connection's good.
I can't share my screen.
Oh, okay.
He has the presenter spot.
We'll give him a moment. We'll need a contingency now, I guess, for this problem. Normally it'd come right back.
Yep.
Hi, Alberta, for some reason when I log in, it makes me a presenter, so I think I can give you control if you want.
You see my screen now?
I see the 78 days without a recordable injury.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep, you got it.
So this week's code of conduct is drive safely, defensively, and courteously. And safety news is 78 days without a recordable injury. And this week we're going to talk about the February is American Heart Month. Take care of your heart. Take this to heart. Heart disease is the leading killer of men and women in the US. Take preventative measures, decrease sodium and trans fat, and increase fruits and vegetables. Nicotine and other chemicals in tobacco damage your heart and blood vessels. Get a once-a-year checkup with blood work. And dental hygiene, taking care of your teeth reduces your chances of having a heart attack by 50%. By seeing a dentist regularly, you are limiting your risk. And steps to reduce heart disease is control cholesterol, eat healthy, control your blood pressure, reduce blood sugar, lose weight, and get active. American Heart Association recommends 10,000 steps a day, which equals 5 miles. And then a lot of us have transitioned our offices over to standing versus sitting. And I found this little chart here, which is sitting increases the weight, your blood sugar, and cholesterol, and decreases your muscle mobility and flexibility. With standing, increases muscle mobility and flexibility, and decreases the weight, blood sugar, and cholesterol. So we're all making some healthy choices in the offices by standing for the majority of the day. I've noticed a big difference, and I have also noticed too is that a fatigue mat is a good thing to have as well because you're standing on the floor all day. And omega-3 fat acids, we have some avid fishermen out there right now, so it's time to eat your fish. American Heart Association recommends people eating at least fish twice a week and then taking omega fatty acid supplement. Benefits of omega-3 are reducing cholesterol, help support weight loss, reduce joint and arthritis, and enhance brain functions. And I'm asking everyone to take on a challenge. I challenge you to make one change this week and that in the weeks to come. And that change could be drink more water, less soda, choose almonds over a chocolate bar, be consistent over time. It becomes a natural part of your everyday routine, and small habits will make a big difference in your health.
Thank you, Alberta. Very informative. I'd like to also throw in there, if you don't have a primary care and you're seeking for a primary care, health and safety is here for your help in that matter. We can help get that ball moving for you. So let us know if you don't have a primary care and you would like to start seeing one in 2021.
And also just a reminder, if there is a heart attack type condition, we do have AEDs around the office, right? We have one at the
Correct.
office, one with the safety department, or where's the other one?
Nope, so one is going to be in operations and the other is going to be in the accounting building.
Okay. So if there's an event and there's plenty of people to attend to that person, someone should be off running to collect that equipment.
Correct.
All right, okay, thanks. I'll take over here, show my screen. And this is this week's, yes. So for this week, we're limited, no on announcements, nothing to report. And I did repeat the new policy on emergency callouts, so I'm not going to go through it, but if you need information, more information, it's here. If you still need more, then certainly check with Joey Appleton or the accounting department to figure out how to log in your ERB, which is also the code. So that's the emergency response bonus item. And when to use it is explained here too. For the weather outlook, we actually have a little bit more typical winter here, and we might have a warming trend next week. So that is a sure sign of spring. Certainly the days are getting a lot longer. I have some a document fuel link too about cold weather and starting your cold weather, winter weather diesel fueling advisory. I also have that one I can put on there on the cold weather starting. And then the COVID policies, nothing changed recently. And then I'm gonna turn this over to Brian to talk about the 75 Lower Belden Street project, the water main break and the restoration work that's been going on ongoing.
All right, Brian, I just made you give you all the power. Go right ahead.
Okay, thanks, Matt. I'm going to share a screen here. Can you see that, Matt?
We can.
Okay. So up at INS in St. Albans, we started that water break and come to the conclusion to finish. And before we could go back and fill in the voids and replace the slabs that we cut and removed to install the new water line and decommission the old one, they hired Vermont Underground Locators to come in and do a GPR survey, which is a ground penetrating radar. And what they did was, as you can see, these red circles are the holes that we originally drilled to find where the water break was. The black box represents where the break in the line was, where we cut the slab. So they've used these to use as a starting point, and then they did their survey, and the blue line shows where all the voids were under the slab from the water pressure pushing the sand out. I wanted to show everybody how that kind of looked. So
That's very
for
cool.
us to resolve that, like, here's a couple of pictures with the holes that we originally drilled, and we put these lines in to represent where the path was, so that we had a good idea when we went up there what we had to do. This was the biggest area right here. This is where we went in to start filling with the foamed concrete. So one of the great things about working here is how many different things you do here. It's like you never stop learning. So filling in the under slab, we decided to use the foam concrete. And the thing about it is it flows really well and it flows better than flowable fill. but you have to have the right consistency, even though, you know, you're foaming, but you don't want a big thick foam. You want it to be able to run and follow all the voids and fill them all in. And the way we know that we did that is when we started a starting point here, we can have another hole down on the other end, and we wait until we see, you know, the foam concrete come up on the other side. And sometimes, like we had to do yesterday, we had to drill a couple other holes just to verify that we were filling. I have, let me go back here now. So this was, I think everybody can see this new screen now with Joe in it.
We
So
can.
these are the guys actually filling in. This is where we repaired the water line. In this hole, we use just a flowable fill to save them money, be a little bit more economic for them. We filled this the day before, and then we moved on. This is what it looks like after. Then we moved on to using the foam concrete.
Yeah,
I
you
had
can see
Todd
the
Nelson.
foam all over the ground there.
Well, that we had to test the machine before we.
Yeah, but I'd say that's what it looks
To
like.
make sure it was working right.
Looks just like shaving cream, doesn't it?
It does. It's pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that you tell, I guess, how much foam to add is not by like ounces or this or that. It's like time. So I learned from Todd yesterday. He figured out that we had to run the foamer into the concrete for 6 minutes to have the right amount of foam and mix. I thought that was pretty cool. That's how you gauged how much foam you're adding. Here's a picture of
Brian,
us actually. Go ahead.
Security guard there. Is this a secure building right now because it's INS?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to be escorted through the building. You know, obviously IDs and all that stuff to be able to enter. Most of the guys know us there now, so we don't really have that much of a hard time anymore. And here's the actual where we started putting the foam concrete in to fill the voids. There's the remote for the for our concrete pumper that we use. We can be inside the building and shut it on, turn it off. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of like the holes with the foam concrete coming up. How we know that we're filling the voids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I got.
Perfect. Very good. Interesting project. Then we have the that project of the week was I don't know if we used the foam concrete there, but it was a culvert relining in Randolph a few years back. So that's what I got. Have a good day, and thank you very much, Brian. And thank you, Alberta. Have a safe day out there.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for joining. 53 participated here today. That's great. Let's keep up the good attendance. Let's be safe today. Let's finish the week out strong and be safe. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, see you later.